Hey y'all. So since we're all on this yoga journey together, as practitioners, guides, students, I want to continue to remain as transparent as possible. And after our conversation last night, I wrote some things down because I want to make sure that I am crystal clear in what I do and how I do it and moving forward. Okay. So after a conversation last night with a long-term student who, as far as I know, is a white male around my age, a little bit older than me, it was brought to my attention that some students may dislike the readings I do at the end of class. I want to remind everyone that creating time and space for Savasana does not mean complete silence. Yoga, particularly in the West, often follows a structured format of breath, movement, and meditation, but that does not mean that there is only one way to practice. I also want to emphasize that students are encouraged to come to me with questions and suggestions. However, if you do so in a hostile manner, right, especially when there's other students around and present who may be processing things, I will not receive you, right? So such as saying, you'd make more friends if you stopped reading at the end of the class is not a way to start the conversation with me or with anyone. Every teacher has their own style, and if adjustments to class time management are needed, most of us are open to that discussion. However, the way I teach is deeply connected to the lineage and the significance of what I speak about in this space. Yoga is not just about postures. It is about learning, reflection, and personal growth beyond the mat. I will never be bullied into silence, especially if your justification for that silence is the weaponization of the yoga practice. If I choose to speak or read something in class, it is because I believe it is relevant to the times that we are living in. At the end of the day, we are all here to heal and to address the ills and systemic issues of our society that live within us so that we can be better human beings. The bigger question I would pose is this: is the issue really that I'm reading at the end of the class, or is it about what I am reading? Additionally, I have to ask, do you feel that storming out of the class in the middle of Savasana is just as disruptive, if not more so, than the reading itself? If the intention is to preserve the integrity of the practice, then leaving in mid-frustration, mid-meditation directly contradicts that. Lastly, I understand that students pay good money to take a yoga class. I also understand money as an energetic exchange. If you do not resonate with the energy I am offering in return, you are not obligated to take my class. I teach the way I do to honor those who have taught me. I also recognize that many people, especially here in Montana, a very white state, may not have had the opportunity to learn from the same leadership that has shaped me. One of the greatest aspects of yoga is generosity, the willingness to share. If you disagree with what I share, that is fine, but I would respectfully encourage you to ask yourself, why are you so attached to a specific structure of yoga? And why do you feel that a teacher should change their approach to accommodate your personal comfort? Is this you standing in a space of privilege? I would also pose the question, are professors and educators expected to alter their curriculum simply to ensure a student's comfort? The space where this is happening most today are in discussions about cultural heritage and critical race theory. It is worth reflecting on why certain narratives are met with resistance and what that says about our collective willingness to engage in deeper work of understanding. Yoga is not just about kittens and rainbows. It is hard work of challenging yourself to sit with discomfort just long enough to understand what is being offered to you. That said, I will be adjusting the layout and structure of my classes. Moving forward, there'll be 5 minutes of reading at the end, followed by 5 minutes of silent Savasana. If that does not satisfy your request for silence in Savasana, then I would ask again, Is the issue really about the reading, or is it about the content of the readings themselves? Peace and love, y'all.